audio. What a way to start the show. I feel like I'm going insane. But anyway, welcome everyone to another episode of Risen. I wanted to talk today about struggles with ADHD and what I feel I've experienced when dealing with ADHD. I also wanted to go over what has been happening with McDonald's, really just rant about why McDonald's is all of a sudden so expensive and why I can't afford their food anymore. I'm sure you're all familiar with what's been going on in terms of the pricing going up for McDonald's, and I'm sure you're on the same boat as me. So we'll discuss that later on, but I wanted to start talking about ADHD. So I don't exactly know if I have ADHD, but I feel as though I do. I think it's like one of those things where someone literally has to come up to you and say like, hey, I think you are showing signs of having ADHD, because unless someone does that, then you don't exactly know. I feel like that way you'll be more inclined to actually reach out to someone and get tested. Because I've never been tested for ADHD, but I just know that I'm one of those people that can't stay still for long periods of time, and I know that for a fact. And when I was in school, I always struggled when it came to learning a new topic. It wasn't that I didn't grasp the topic as quickly as the other students did, but I just always felt as though when it came to studying for an exam, I almost had to study 4 times as hard as the other kids in order to retain all the information. And I don't know why. Like I said, I've never been tested. I feel like maybe ADHD is hereditary, because my mom is definitely one of those people that gets very finicky, and she, I've observed, can't sit still for like long periods of time. So that's what I've noticed in her too. And so she'll like start doing something in the kitchen, for example, and then like 5 minutes later, she'll start packing something in her room, and then I'll go up to her and be like, Mom, weren't you just in the kitchen like 5 minutes ago? Like, what are you doing? And then she'll be like, yeah, I just like, I have this other thing I need to do too, and like, I don't want to forget and all this. And I'm like, Mom, I think you have ADHD. But again, like, she's never been tested either. So I don't know. What are your struggles with ADHD, or do you feel that you're neurodivergent in a way too, and maybe you just haven't figured out what that is, or you haven't been tested, or you haven't reached out to someone? Let me know in the comments, or just feel free to reach out to me directly. But I've personally felt that that's something that I've struggled with, along with, other mental health things that I've had going on in the past, although I've gotten better with my depression and my anxiety over time. But ADHD is something that still lingers there from time to time. So on the topic of McDonald's, oh my gosh, I remember I bought a filet of fish sandwich without the tartar sauce, because I hate tartar sauce. I bought the filet of fish sandwich meal, and that came with the fries, the fish sandwich, and then I also ordered a side of chicken nuggets. And after I placed my order, I went through the drive-thru, I went up to the window to get my meal and pay. I was shocked to know and to find out that my meal, sandwich, medium fry, soft drink, and chicken nuggets included, cost $14.99. I'm going to repeat that. My meal cost me $14.99. That is insane. That is unacceptable. That is rude. That is inconsiderate to the American society. And I'm putting my foot down. I'm so sad that this is where the world has gotten. I don't know, like Happy Meals and just like any typical combo meal at McDonald's used to be like $5.99. Like $5.99 or $6.99. But it was never beyond $10. Like, I'm just shook at how expensive life is today. And like, McDonald's aside, like, you go to the grocery store, everything, I kid you not, has like quadrupled since 2019. Chicken, fresh veggies, just like the typical items that you would normally get. Eggs. Oh my gosh, do you want to know how expensive eggs are? I'm not even going to get into grocery shopping items, but I want to be able to afford food again. Excuse me, I really do. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I hope it happens fast. I want to be able to buy a home. I want to be able to afford food again. And I want to be able to live a happy, fulfilling life. Okay? Is that too much to ask? I feel like it is. I don't know. I want to sit down with the president of McDonald's, Joe. I want to sit down with him. I want to have an in-depth conversation as to why McDonald's food prices have gone up so ridiculously much. I want to do that. I want to hear his lies. I want to hear his explanation for this. Because mind you, like, if I ever have a kid and I'm driving him back home from soccer practice and he says to me, Mom, you know, I'd really love a Happy Meal from McDonald's. Can we have McDonald's for supper today? I'll have to look into my son's beautiful, bright eyes and I'll have to say, honey, I'm sorry, but we can't afford McDonald's. Like, I never want to have that conversation with my future child. That would be so devastating to me and to him. Like, oh my goodness, like my child will start crying. He'll start throwing a tantrum. He'll start questioning life. Like, he'll just start questioning his existence. I don't know. I'm sure not many kids would do that, but given that I would be his mom and, you know, that, I'm sure he'd be pretty dramatic and, you know, deliver a little speech for me. But yeah, I mean, everything's just so crazy nowadays. I don't know. I don't believe that life should be this way. I really don't. All right, guys, this was a rather short episode, but I hope you learned a little something. Be mindful when you're buying things, either online, in person. Save your money as much as you can. Be wise. Advise others to also save their money because sooner or later, I'm sure things will change. But we got to fight the fight and we got to keep going. We got to stay strong. All right, guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye.